all, Rambling Canuck back for another Enterprise review. And remember what I said about this last week there, Vance, about how we just need to just do this in the editing room now.
I remember you saying that you absolutely loved the series.
No, I don't.
That
I thought you people told me this gets better. That's why I struggled through that whole first season. You guys kept telling me this gets better. All I'm seeing is a revamp of every TNG episode I've ever seen. I mean, like, seriously. Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but we're talking about Enterprise Season 2 Singularity is the title of this episode. And really, all you really need to do is replace the Vulcan chick with Data, and you've got a TNG episode. So the crew is stricken by some unknown disease and unable to deal with it. She's immune. Sound familiar yet? And then she magically figures it all out. They do a whole big thing about the captain's chair, which I could give a flying hoot about. And oh yeah, then they started building the storyline for the creation of Red Alert. And yeah. Ow, my head. Why? Why do these episodes suck?
First off, it's Read Alert. Okay, don't take that. Second of all,
Read Alert.
I don't know where you're getting this Data shit from. Vulcan physiology is very
bullshit.
Very intense. Okay. Third of all, that wormhole stuff, or I'm sorry, black hole stuff, very intense as well. And don't you dare take that 1 centimeter away from that captain's chair. That made all the difference, especially when he crossed his legs. So I prefer it when my captains cross their legs. Don't you dare sit there with your legs spread wide open. My thing is, that makes me want to go back and watch each episode and be like, how open were your legs? Spread them. Spread your legs, Captain Archer.
I don't get it. It's stupid.
What? Are we watching the same episode? Because I got my popcorn popped. I'm ready to rewatch it again.
I got a Read Alert for you right now. This shit better get better, or this series is going to end with abruptly like a black hole. Like everything got sucked into it and nothing's coming out again. Because, oh my God.
I will say, it wasn't. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, in all seriousness. I enjoyed the creepiness that Dr. Phlox had. That was some creepy shit.
Yeah, wanting to just, you've got a headache, we're doing some brain surgery right now.
Like, I will say that Billingsley, I think is his name. That dude always plays a good creepy motherfucker. Like, he played that in some law show, I forget what it was. Some cop drama. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, dude, Phlox, cool. So I paid attention. And I liked the show anyway. I think it was like one of the Law and Orders, I think it was. And he played good creepy there. And I knew he could because I had seen the Mirror Universe episode. So I knew he could do it. But he was really creepy in this episode.
Yeah, it's like you definitely don't want Phlox as your doctor anymore, because it's like you go to the doctor for a headache, he's opening you up with a scalpel. Like, it's just not good.
No, it wasn't. It was really, really intense for Enterprise. That was intense.
This escalated quickly. We're going from headache to full-on brain surgery.
Here's the thing. Yes, this was somewhat a by-the-numbers episode. However, the one thing that this episode did give me, it gave the characters dimension. It gave them dimension from, we haven't seen them do these things before. Like, Reed went off the rails by kind of attacking the captain the way he did. Same thing with Tucker. By going, like, they all played parts that we haven't seen them in before. And I like that. It was different. Archer kind of the same way, being so obsessed with things that they normally wouldn't be obsessed with. You could say that, it's a by the numbers next gen episode, and you're not necessarily wrong, but I choose to look at it and see, hey, at least Hoshi's doing something different than being scared. At
Yeah,
least
she's being a bad cook.
At least Malcolm has a backbone in this one. At least Tucker's being a jerk to Paul, and it works. I like the fact that they were playing different parts, and that to me,
to me the story just didn't click. It's just like, okay, yeah, all right, I get it, and then after everything, it's just, oh yeah, I moved your seat down a centimeter. Oh, okay, cool, awesome. Can we move on now? And it's just like at the end of this episode, you get to the end of it, and it's okay. What has changed moving forward?
My heart and soul.
Not a damn thing, except now they've got a read alert with a very annoying bing bong noise.
Well, and again, that's part of the problem of the series as a whole. Nothing happens that matters.
No.
Yeah.
I could have probably jumped in season 3 and not missed much.
You actually, if you skip ahead, like if you hate the series that much, we probably could skip to the Borg episode and then skip to the season finale of this season, and you probably wouldn't miss much, except for a lot of repeat. I don't recommend that because I think the audience would really miss your lovely voice.
Oh yes, and going, what in the blue hell? Little inside baseball. As I'm watching this episode, Vance Major's Twitter or Facebook Messenger lights up with "Why, dear God, why?" So yeah, this is just I don't get it. It's just, what the hell? There's no meat on the bone. It's broth. For the last 3 episodes, it's been broth. There's no meat in there. There's no potatoes. There's no sign of vegetables at all. It's just broth. The cook's gotten frickin' lazy. Like, maybe with the read alert, they threw in an anchovy or a vegetable or something, but there's just nothing in this soup. There's nothing there.
It was a bug that fell into the soup.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's just broth. That's just all it's been, is broth.
Just understand, Ramlin, that someone got paid a lot of money to write these. And smile.
and really should have paid someone to let him write these, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're not great. They're not great. I mean, the best I can say about this is I didn't hate it. And that at this point,
it doesn't make me care enough to hate it.
No.
So you're not going to hate it. You're just kind of like, what did I just watch and why?
No, it's not threshold bad. But here's the thing. I don't remember what we talked about last week. I really don't. I mean, I remember talking to you about it, but I can't remember. I don't remember really what we talked about. That's sad. If it wasn't for the fact that I know what I talked to you about, I wouldn't remember the episode. And the one before that, I really have no idea what we fought.
Yeah, I have no freaking clue. I don't remember the title of the thing. No. I have to go back and look and be like, oh, okay, now I know what that was. But it's not.
They're forgettable.
It's like you watch it and it's just like, what in the blue? Okay, what's next?
To the audience that sits there and says we're picking on Enterprise, we're not. I'm not. If it's a good episode, I will give full credit, and that's the best I can say about this is I didn't hate it, but I know in 2 weeks I will not remember this. No. I won't
remember this by the time I go to bed.
No, you'll remember the time you wasted.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll be like, there's a couple of hours in this day I don't recall. What the hell? But like for me, I don't even mind if it's a kind of a crappy story. But to me, it's just like
It's
honestly,
unoriginal.
within the first 3 minutes of this, I was like, oh god, not one of these episodes. Because I saw the crew all passed out, and I'm just like, oh come on, no, not one of these. Oh
Just like
damn it,
just like in Clues.
right? And then it's just like, okay, yeah, all right, yep, all right. Some mysterious thing has happened to the crew. Yabba dabba
Everything
doo.
everything was. See, the thing is, you had the crew passed out like in the episode Clues. You had
Yeah,
that. You had Archer flying and trying to avoid that big rock, just like Picard did when Picard took the flight of the ship in that one episode where he had to take the helm and he made Wesley sit back because he had he's like, if I'll fly the ship, and there was that big rock thing or whatever. Again, everything is regurgitated, and that's
or everybody's affected on the ship except Data, because Data's different. Well, it's the same thing here.
yep.
Everybody's affected except for T'Pol, because T'Pol's different. And it's just like, what the can you come up with some other reason why T'Pol isn't affected, or make her affected, just make it go slower?
Yep.
Right? Like, you know what would have really been cool is if they would have turned around and got that chair up and running. Because you were supposed to be able, because they said it right in the episode. The captain will be able to fly this ship from his chair. Make it so that chair getting done is what makes it so that you can get through this. To Paul taking over the whole ship from the captain's chair that you couldn't do before. Or all that ties in together and gives me something. This gives me nothing.
Or have him fix the chair and have shit start messing up all over the ship and people acting weird, and have it be that it's actually just the captain fucking with everybody on the ship, and that's the reason why like everything's messing up. Like, it's not everybody messing up, it's just the captain screwing with everybody since he was the first one affected. Or have it be that T'Pol is affected more than everybody else, and she's like going around like taking people out. Like, have it be something that's different.
Yeah. Give me something. Yeah. Right? Instead of a whole bunch of randomness that by the end of the episode, nobody gives a flying hoot about any of it, except for the cheap laugh of, I just lowered your chair by a centimeter. And, now we've got read alert.
You know what I would have loved to have seen? Like a thing where the crew starts disappearing, and at like 3/4 into the episode where the climax happens, like they walk into sickbay, and like you see all these bodies like kind of stacked up on each other, and like Phlox has been collecting people the whole time. It's just really like that would have been like, what the fuck is this? And like we don't, as the audience, we don't even know. And then that's where you get your real creepy moment. Like that.
Yeah.
To me would have been like, wow, that would have been like
anything
different. Yeah.
Anything. But the whole episode was a whole bunch of random shit that meant nothing at the end. And okay, next, moving on. Like it's so
forgettable.
Raw.
Yep.
All right. So before we beat a dead horse here, final grade.
I feel like we need to change the name of the show to Broth Stew.
Yeah, probably.
I'd say my average for the series so far has been a 3. Just because it's like, your average episode. Yeah, your average episode should be a 5, but I don't think I've given any of these episodes a 5 yet.
No, it's a 3.
Yeah, I'd say 3. Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to thank Vance for. I guess I'm going to thank you or curse you for making me watch this stuff. But anyway, thank you for being with me anyway.
We're in the trenches together, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Until next time, take her easy, folks.